We're on a mission to open a brick and mortar retro video game store in 60 days. Day 15, we have a really busy day today. First thing we have to do is go to our storage facility, pick up the stuff that's sold over the weekend. Also, while we're there, we'll be picking up a new bin of inventory that we can start listing online. Then we have to get in contact with our real estate agent and see if he was able to write up that cancellation clause so we can try and make a deal on that property that we've been looking at for the past couple days. Then we have to pack everything up and ship it. Then we're meeting up with our friend JC's Game Room and we're making a huge bulk buy of consoles. We're meeting him up in Milton, which is about 45 minutes north of us, and we'll just be continuing to list product for the rest of the day. Let's go to storage. We could not film the storage facility today because the lights were off. I know I've told you guys sometimes the lights are on, sometimes they're off, but this is the bin of inventory we picked up. This whole bin's full of and there's some pretty good stuff in here. Here's everything that's sold over the weekend. Really solid weekend as far as sales. So thanks so much to anyone who purchased on our website, www.moonshinegaming.ca. Normally I'll pick my favorite thing that's sold, but there's a lot of really good stuff. I'm probably going to say Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. This was one of my favorite games on PS2 growing up. Let's pack all that stuff up. We're all packed up and ready to go. Just got to head to the shipping facility and send this stuff off. We've also been on hold with Rogers for over 20 minutes. They messed up our bill on our new work phone, so we got to deal with that. Classic. I also forgot to mention we have to stop at the bank, pick up cash because we're doing that pickup later today. And I briefly mentioned what we're getting, but he's bulk selling us a bunch of consoles. And if you've been following us for a bit, one of the big things that we had to check off the list was to stock up on consoles. So this is going to be really good. We're going to be stocked up on most stuff. There may be a few more things that we need to get here or there. Also, holy moly, it's so hot today. Just dropped everything off at Stallion, and now we're en route to meet JC's Retro Game Room to pick up those consoles. This is so random. I was killing time waiting for JC to show up, and I called my favorite radio station and actually got through. Check this out.
We're talking about your greatest sporting accomplishments, the greatest sporting achievement in your life, whether it was, when you were 11 or whether it was last weekend with your friends in a pickleball tournament.
So I used to play on the junior national badminton team. The way that they would calculate your ranking was there were 6 tournaments throughout Canada, and I was always around number 3 or 4, but the first tournament of the year was way out east and nobody went to it. So one year I decided to go out there and I sat one, won it, and then for a short amount of time I was ranked the number 1 junior badminton player in Canada.
Oh, wow. How old were you when you were ranked that?
15.
15, that's massive.
The category was under 16, so.
Right, do you still play?
I don't.
That's an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you.
That's the kind of thing that can get you like a scholarship or something, right?
Well, I actually got a scholarship at Humber College to play.
You did?
It wasn't a full ride because they don't do that in Canada, but
yeah.
I got paid like a couple grand per year.
Hey, that's pretty good, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. Thanks for sharing that story. I hope it was fun going down memory lane.
Yeah, thanks so much.
How about that? Number 1, ranked number 1 in your division for a brief period of time. That's massive.
You got some goodies for us, eh?
See.
You can see there's 2 massive tubs here, lots of Nintendo consoles, and he was nice enough to let me keep the tubs, which is fantastic because I totally forgot to bring any tubs or bags for this pickup like an amateur. Just got back home after that pickup. One of my favorite things about this job is meeting new people and chatting about video games and business. And me and JC chatted for about an hour. Really cool guy. And I'm really glad that me and him came to an agreement on all of these consoles that I'm about to show you. One of the best things about buying from another person who sells is knowing that for the most part, everything should be in good condition and tested and working. And he did confirm that he tested everything that we bought today and it's working. Let's show you what we picked up. We'll start with these. And for every one of these consoles, it includes wiring and a first-party controller. All the wiring and controllers are in those bags in that bin over there. But we got 3 GameCubes, 8 N64s, 3 of which have the expansion, 2 NESs, 3 Super Nintendos, 1 Sega Saturn, the Game Boy player and disc. Then we got 2 first-gen Sega Genesises, 1 second-gen Sega Genesis, and all of these handhelds, PS Vita, new 3DS XL. One of these is complete in box and one of them is just the console and the box. And these 2 are both complete in box, except one of them is missing this dock, but I happen to have an extra one, so I'll be able to complete it with that. Being able to pick all that up at once is such a relief. We knew we were going to have to bulk up for consoles when we opened the storefront, so getting it all from one person and knowing that everything is working is an A+. Thanks again, JC. He's also a seller too, and he sells at conventions in Ontario, so I'll tag his Instagram page on this video. Next order of business, we had a couple new designs sent to us by our designer. It's going to be one of these for the logo. So that's the first one, that's the second one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I think it's either going to be that one, or this one. What's your guys' favorite? Now that we've gotten most of the big stuff out of the way today, we're just going to focus on listing. We're going to start listing that Wii bin that we picked up at storage this morning. Also, we're still in contact with our real estate agent trying to work out a deal. We're putting in an offer for 2 years at that property that we really liked. And on top of that, there's a couple new properties that we might be checking out later this week. So that's it for today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.